Hey guys, this is Dinosaur Drawer and welcome to part 3 of how to draw the suchomimus. And I'm sorry that I couldn't upload this video yesterday. I didn't really have the time to finish the drawing, so that's why I'm doing it today. So yeah, I'm moving on to a thicker pencil. Well, maybe not yet. So now that we've got these lines over here, we want to, well, I'm going to make lines like this and just try to think of the shape of the place that you are drawing it in, and constantly keep that in mind, like what kind of shape would it be. Just do something like this. When you do this, the rendering of the drawing will be a little bit easier, so that's why I suggest you try to do this, or at least something like this. And it doesn't have to be perfect, like over here I'm doing it really quick because I don't need to pay too much attention to it right now. Do it also over here. Maybe I want to erase this. Sorry for all the noises on the background you are hearing lately in my videos. So yeah, just do something like this. It looks a little bit better, in my opinion. And why the reason that I'm still leaving this white is because I want to make muscles on top of the leg, some big leg muscles and stuff, and yeah, it takes a little bit more time to do that. So yeah, it just takes a little bit more time. And yeah, just keep on doing this until you've done the whole drawing. Now, I was about to cut this out, but I'm almost finished right now. Don't worry if you press down a little bit too hard, like I did over here, because if you're rendering it in, it will look much better, actually. Alright, so now we're really going to pay attention to the shadow. And you could make some more lines like these, just to get more scales and stuff, because you get a scaling effect. But I'm not gonna do it. I think it looks kind of good this way. I don't want to mess around with it too much, so just creating a few more of these. Alright, so now I'm gonna pay attention to doing some more shadows. So everything that is on the bottom of your dinosaur drawing have to darken, not too much but a lot, just like what I'm doing right here, right now. Just darken it in. Alright, a little bit more over here, a little bit more over here. and do the same thing on this bottom line. Just like that. Now you are going to start over here. Well, no, you're going to start over here, and you're just creating that shadow, just fading it out, but leave a bit, one white line over here, because that will give it a 3D effect. Just like this, and make this line darker too, so you can clearly keep those lines apart. Just like that. And it already looks kind of good. You can just make it a little bit darker over here, but make sure that you're not making it too dark. Alright, and do the same thing over here. So I'll be back when I did the whole belly and the side of the dinosaur, right? Okay guys, I'm back and I did the whole underside of the dinosaur, and it may look like this side is darker than this side, but it's really not. That's just a light reflection on the paper. So I'll show it to you guys. It's just for about the same. So once you get further to the tail side, then it gets harder to actually get the right amount of shadow and don't darken in the whole tail, if you know what I mean. So pay attention to this part. And if you've done that, then you can go over to this line, and you just do the same over there, but now you are going to leave the middle part of your dinosaur a little bit more up, like this side. Going to leave that a little bit lighter than the rest. So I'll be back when I did that. Hey guys, I know I said that I would have been back when I'd done everything, but I decided not to. I decided to just show you guys this part and then do the rest. Alright, so you're just gonna darken this part in just slightly, and later you can always go over the drawing with some scales, of course. So by its head you do have to get a lot of shadow to make it look like its skull is overlapping its neck, or maybe the way around. Yeah, just get some more tone into it slightly. Don't rush in these parts, because if you rush in these parts, then you are going to mess up the whole drawing. And I'm not assuming that you guys want to ruin your drawing once you've actually got a lot of time into it. I've done it a few times myself, and you clearly don't want to do that. It's just my experience. So yeah, once you get to the top, just go lighter and lighter. And if you think that it's not dark enough, just darken in on the bottom side of it. Just give it a little bit more toning. into the shadow parts, so you can clearly see that there's some 3D going on. So just do that on the whole drawing. So I'll be back when I've done this part, and then I'll show you guys how to do this part. Alright, I'll be back. So hey guys, I'm back, and I've done the whole piece of the drawing. Now I want to show you guys, well actually first I want to show you guys how to do this, because on every side of, well, this is its arm and it's sticking out, and just imagine the sun is right in front of the dinosaur, then it means that you will get a shadow reflection of the arm over here. So you're gonna darken the line, this line in a little bit, and just make a little shadow reflection, and also do that over here, and do the same thing on the leg. Just darken this line in a little bit till for about over there, and make the shadow reflection. And on the darker spots, it has to be a little bit darker than on all the other spots. So just like that. Now you want to do the same thing with this line. Just get a little bit of shadow over there. Just not too much, just a little. And do the same thing over here and go all the way up to its tail with it. Just like that. And then do the same thing. You might also want to darken this line a little bit. And if you like, you can give it some spines and whatever you like to get on your drawing. You can just be creative and try something yourself, because this is at the point, almost at the point that where you can add some more detail and some small details that really point out and make the drawing look nice. Yeah, just do exactly the same as what you did with all the other parts. But now don't darken it in too much, just a little bit over here. Just a tiny little bit of shadow. And then just make everything the same tone. Also make a little bit of shadow over here. So you can create a highlight right at the middle. So yeah, I'll be back when I've done that. So yeah, I'm back and I've done the whole thing. So now we're going to move on to its arms and its shoulder. So just do exactly the same as you did with everything. But also still leave one light spot. Just like this. And you can leave the middle part of the arm a little bit lighter than everything else. But really gives it a nice effect. So if you're not really good at drawing, you can just draw along this video and pause it when I'm going too fast for you. You can just copy everything that I'm doing and put it in your own drawing. And I will promise that at the end, your own drawing will be looking pretty good. And just between the fingers, get a lot of shadow. And you can also just get some skills into it, but I'm gonna leave that for later. I think that this actually already looks pretty good, don't you think? The only thing that I don't like is this part, but it's okay for now. So yeah. Now I'm going to focus on the leg, and I'm just going to draw some very big leg muscles that I want to pay attention to. It's going to be a leg muscle over here, and one over here, and its knee will be over here, and I'm already going to draw its knee. Just something like that, and then just refine the lines. So now I'm going to do the same as I did with all the shadows on the drawing with the leg muscles. Just gonna darken those lines. Mostly at the back side of the leg. I mean, the sun is coming from this side, so that means that there's more shadow over here. So I'm gonna start over here and just slightly shade it in, and still leave a bit of light over there. It's gonna be very dark over here, and then just up a sudden turns into a lighter spot. And then I'm going to shade this part in and do exactly the same. And now I'm not going for exactly for the middle, because the sun is shining on this spot, so that means that there's going to be a highlight over here somewhere. But still get a bit of shadow into it, just a little bit. So I think that looks pretty muscular. And now get some muscles over here and shade this part in. just do exactly the same as on all the other parts, and pay attention to the knee. Those lines, you want to get a little bit of shadow over here, and again leave some light spots so you can really see that there are some highlights. So yeah, that makes us about done with this part of the leg. Now let's move on to this part of the leg and draw some muscles into this part. So I want to draw some muscles over there and one big one over here. And I'm just gonna be finishing this off. And just do exactly the same again. And again leave a highlight. And yeah, it's looking pretty good actually. We're close to finishing the drawing. And now you don't really have to pay that much attention to the shadows anymore, because, well, actually you do have to pay attention to the shadow parts, but we're also gonna add something new into it. Well, not something new, but something different. So first we're gonna be shading in the toes, just at the bottom side and at the back side of it, and just continue on drawing these kind of things. Do the same on this toe. Just like a chicken feet actually. And also get some scales over there. Just a few of them. So now you can shade these parts in, and be sure that you know, so you can make sure you can keep apart the toes. So just make one part of this toe a little bit darker, and then make this toe a little bit lighter on this part. You can also make it dark over here. Alright. So that makes us almost done with the rendering. So now we want to make this, I'm not sure how it's called, but you want to make this part point out a little bit. So you're gonna you're gonna be making it very dark at the bottom and very light at the top or in the middle. You can also just go ahead and make some scales actually if you would like that part more, just like a crocodile, something like that. I mean, it looks just like a crocodile, something of a crocodile. And later on we're actually going to create some shadow. Alright, and now just make the shadow part and the highlight part. I actually find it looking kind of good right now. So now that the actual drawing is finished, I mean, well, you could get some more shade into the nails. I'm quickly going to do that. Something like that, and I'm gonna leave those white. You can do the same thing as you did over here. And I'm quickly going to erase that part because it's really annoying me. I'm not sure if it will be erased completely, but it was really annoying me. I could see it on the camera. So now if you want to get some more detail into it, you could add some more scales. So just like I did over here, but I mean really you could cover the whole body in scales, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm really not gonna do that. I don't have the time for it right now, but you could definitely do it. Or if you like something different, you can get something like stripes on it. So by adding stripes, you just have to darken every part a little bit. I mean, the darker parts you have to make even darker, and the wider parts you have to get a little bit more dark tone into it, but not too dark. You still have to leave the shadow into it. You have to be able to see what parts are the light parts and the dark parts. So it might not make sense to you guys the way I'm actually explaining it, but you will see what I mean. Just like that. That's how you create the stripes. I find stripes looking kind of good. I really love to add them into a drawing. I mean, it makes the drawing look even better. That's in my opinion. It makes it look more realistic, actually. That's the right term for it. The right word. So I'll be back when I've done the whole drawing. So hey guys, I'm back, and here you have it, the actual finished drawing. So what I meant with still seeing the shadows and stuff, it's just like what you are seeing right now. Right here, I didn't press down too much, but I made it slightly darker than the actual white spot without the stripe. You know what I mean? And I did it like that everywhere. I just made every part a little bit darker than it used to be. So in this part, you could add the scales and everything you like. I can actually add some wrinkles and scars and stuff over here. and I want to add some more wrinkles over here, and you can do whatever you like to actually on this part. On this part you can really make the drawing look like a realistic drawing. I mean, now it's just a real drawing, it's not a sketch anymore. So I'm just gonna create some more scars, just a few more, maybe a few on its arm over here. Maybe one on its leg. And then I have to say that the drawing is done. First, just add a little bit of shadow underneath the foot and underneath the whole dinosaur. And then I'm going to use my finger to smash it a little bit. Right now, maybe create some dust. And get your eraser and get some highlights in the dust. And everything else I'm just gonna erase because I don't want any ugly parts on my dinosaur drawing. You can't erase everything, but you can actually erase a lot. Alright, put my autograph into it. Alright, you can't really see my autograph, but that's okay. So yeah, this was part 3 of how to draw the suchomimus, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm thinking about doing something different on my channel, something like prehistoric mammals and stuff, and I already drew a saber-tooth, an Indricotherium. I don't know if you have ever heard of that mammal, but that was one of the largest mammals ever to walk the earth. And, wait a second, I'll show it to you. So yeah, this is the Indricotherium or something, and it was about the largest mammal ever to walk the earth, and this is my saber-tooth drawing, and it's not very good, I know that, and the shape is not accurate, but it was just it started as a sketch, and later on I started yeah, I really enjoyed drawing it, so I just kept on drawing and drawing until I got something like this. So just tell me in the comments below what you think about the actual suchomimus, this one, and tell me in the comments below if you would ever like to see a series of prehistoric mammals and stuff, and mammoths and saber-tooths, all kinds of prehistoric mammals. So yeah, this was Dinosaur Drawer. If you liked the video, just leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys, and goodbye.